Well, moving day at the Australian Women's Open is always full of excitement. And Kate Burton, there was movement, some of it unexpected.
Yes, certainly there was a late charge by Catherine Kirk to find herself in contention. But I think it's going to be a titanic battle tomorrow between Lydia Ko, just 17 years old, the world #1, and Ariya Jutanugarn, the 19-year-old from Thailand.
Indeed, but we start with someone who desperately needed some movement.
Difficult couple of days it's been for Karrie Webb. Started the day at 5 over par, but this is her second shot into the par 5 14th. And a big hit to the centre of the green. And that was a super shot from Webb to set up an eagle opportunity. And herself finding her game back on track. Keen to make some putts. Just the second outing for Webb in 2015, so chipping off the rust. And that's what we wanted to see more of in Australia. Very good eagle from Karrie Webb.
Indeed, Charlie Hull, she's been a bit inconsistent, Kate.
She has been inconsistent. She's a fiery player with a huge amount of confidence. But a super putt there on the 5th hole gave her a birdie early on. Now, Beatrice Recari, this is a tough par for the 9th. This has a fair bit of movement. It's a birdie opportunity for Beatrice Recari, multiple winner on the LPGA. Stayed straight, tracked beautifully to the hole. One of the most consistent players on the LPGA. But a former champion
has won here, so
she has indeed. And she's ranked number 19. Lovely birdie chance on the 6th hole. Fist pump indicating her intentions here in Melbourne in 2015. But the young diminutive Paraguay player Julieta Granada, her approach into 8 has won just once on the LPGA back in 2006 and, well, found herself in a playoff here a couple of years ago, so certainly likes this golf course, as does Amy Yang. The very makeable birdie putt moved her to 5 under, and she finds herself entering the fray.
Yeah, but she's got this young lady to contend with.
Yes, the world #1, Lydia Ko, no spectacles in 2015, and clearly seeing the bottom of the hole. But her biggest challenger, I think, in this championship is going to be Ariya Jutanugarn. A beautiful putt on a notoriously difficult par 4 9th. And Ariya Jutanugarn really coming alight on the back 9.
Yeah, she sure did, but so did Catherine Kirk.
Oh, goodness me. Yes, this was a super back 9 from Catherine Kirk. Two-time winner on the LPGA, a winner at the Australian Masters, and really finding form with the blade.
That was a second in a string of 4 birdies. The Spaniard, Beatrice Recari.
An eagle opportunity from the player from Pamplona, Spain. Just slid past the hole. Greens rolling at 12 on the Stimpmeter. It was slippery out there. And Gladys Northera, who was second to Charlie Hull in the Ladies' Order of Merit last year, but a former Order of Merit champion herself in Europe, once again finding herself playing extremely well in Australia. That was her second into the 12th hole. And a good tap in there.
Okay, there were 3 overnight leaders, and one of them, Ha Na Jang, fell off the pace.
Well, it was 9 consecutive pars up until the 10th hole. And that putt was actually to salvage yet another par for Ha Na Jang. So a very solid and steady start for Ha Na Jang. And Catherine Kirk, wow, look at these putts. She stays so beautifully still over the ball, right to left swinging putt, dropped in the side of the hole, but she pulled it out from the middle, and that was to ignite a really good birdie run from Kirk. Julieta Granada on the 14th hole, par 5, not the longest player on the golf course, but she employs a very smart strategy around the golf course, using her considerable short game, and she's climbing up the leaderboard.
She sure is, but there's plenty who had a fine time on the back 9. As you said, Catherine Kirk, one of them. This is the 4th of that string of birdies.
Yes, front of the green on the 16th, the par 3, never in doubt. Oh, hole was as big as a bucket. Great feeling on the golf course when you feel like that.
I'm sure Lydia Ko gets that feeling quite often.
Yes, more often than not. Birdie opportunity for Lydia Ko, currently 5 under, and that ball rolling beautifully on these Royal Melbourne greens. Such a placid demeanour, but really belies the fire in her belly.
Well, Amy Yang continues just to stay up there nipping at their heels.
Very comprehensive performance from Amy Yang. This is an eagle chance on the 14th. A super putt. And we jump to the 17th hole, and this is the pitch, bump and run from Ariya Jutanugarn. She's played the front nine, 1 over, but she's really found form on the back nine. And that set up a lovely putt for Ariya Jutanugarn to move her to 7 under and share top billing with Lydia Ko.
Yeah, absolutely. If we have a look at that leaderboard, there they are. The two teenagers up on top at 7 under.
And it's a close, congested leaderboard. Amy Yang just 1 behind Catherine Kirk after a super third round of 73 under. And yet Julieta Granada finds herself on the upper reaches of the leaderboard here in Australia. But Hana Zhang, after that disappointing triple bogey 7, really derailed her hopes and has put a temporary halt to her chances of claiming victory here in Australia.
Charlie Hull, we know that she, as we said, had some inconsistencies, but continues to stay in the hunt, as does Jessica Korda, who, of course, won here in 2012. So a fantastic day 3 of action here at the Australian Women's Open from the Royal Melbourne Golf Club.